Hello everyone. You are about to hear a brief summary of the movie Brothers. Enjoy watching. The twin brothers Moke and Jade are hereditary bandits. From childhood, they learned safecracking to become skilled burglars. At least, that is what little Jade wanted. By lunchtime, Mom returned home with her lover. They had just robbed a train. Glenn was wounded in the side and thigh. The feast is cancelled because Kat is going to hide from the authorities in Mexico. Before fleeing, the mother gave her sons some instructions. Now they have to take care of each other. Can we go with you? Damn, we need to save you. Kat hit the gas and left the kids in a cloud of road dust. Their loot was a handful of huge emeralds, and Glenn swallowed the stones just in case. 30 years have passed since that day. The brothers have been stealing all their lives, but Mook finally decided to quit. The safecrackers opened safes and obtained rare coins. As a result, the cops set up an ambush and little JD got caught, while Mook just ran away. JD served 5 years in prison and today he is being released. The guard Farful helped reduce the dwarf's sentence. However, on the condition that the little guy finds those very emeralds for him. He gave the convict a phone to always stay in touch. I advise against disappearing. Moke did not waste any time. He married Abby. They will soon have a child. And he also got a job at a diner. The man was hoping for a promotion, but instead, he was fired today. Someone called the manager and told him about Oak's dark past. Returning home, the man saw his mustached brother. In those 5 years, he neither visited nor called JD even once. The small guy said he was released in exchange for services. A servant. We need to rob some clothing store. Moke will easily handle that safe. However, the former thief has quit. Not even $3 million can tempt him. Today, his wife's family arrived here. Abby's strict father adopted a white kid, and JD first thing smoked him up. Because of this, the brothers got into a fight. Moke confessed to his wife that the little one had actually just gotten out of prison, not worked in the Peace Corps. JD had to go to the cheapest motel, and they were already waiting for him there. Sapila, Sami, Saltiatia. Farfol started to frame JD. The disobedient dwarf missed 17 calls from him. Where are my emeralds? What's taking so long? The fat man took out an Uzi and left JD's fingerprints on it. If he messes around, his judge father will lock up the criminal again for possession of a weapon. Good boy. Moke found his beaten brother and realized it was serious. He agreed to crack open another safe. Moke lied to his wife, saying that he and his brother went to visit some relative. During another visit, Farfol found an inflatable doll instead of JD, and that phone was hidden in the toilet tank. His father was extremely upset. How did you manage to lose the degenerate dwarf Jimmy? Help! The evil old man took the Uzi and ordered to find the criminal as soon as possible. While JD was in jail, he corresponded with some lady who is into everything prison related and decided to swing by her place on the way. Bethesda invited the brothers into the house and immediately dragged the little one into the bedroom. Turn on some music for the mood. A strange woman doesn't live alone, but with her companion Samuel. Samuel is a large orangutan who enjoys smoking and knows sign language. The primate immediately began to intimidate and pressure Muka. JD didn't just drop by here for no reason. He needs a Bethesda pass to the construction site. Samuel softened. He licked Moka's fingers and then stuffed his hand into his diaper. Apparently, during the introduction, the guy showed him something wrong. Moke started yelling throughout the house, and Bethesda decided that these two were animal rights activists. The criminals realized it was time to leave. However, escaping from Samuel isn't that easy. I won't kiss you. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Poor Mook can barely hold back his tears. He'll have to wash his hand for a long time. I can still smell it. I'm hungry. Mook saw the pass and realized that his brother had lied to him about the clothing store. He rummaged through his things and found a stack of letters from their mom, Oli. His brother was talking to Kat behind his back. Not only that, he conspired with her to pull off some scheme. Why does mom write to you and not to me? She was afraid you would react too strongly. Moke hysterically scattered things and ran outside into the rain. Apparently,
There is no safe, no fushakya, swansha. There's Wosesha, and no crazy cop threatening JD. Their mom just happened to come out of the next room.
Oh darn, he dented my car. The doctors examined Moke and informed the injured party that he has the initial stage of obesity, so it is worth considering exercise. Kat thinks that Moke is wrong to be offended at her because it wasn't easy for her while on the run either. The woman remembered how she managed to escape from the chase that day.
It's just that her lover Glenn died. He choked on emeralds during a sudden turn. The criminal dragged the body off the road and buried it near the water tower. Carol...
She was on the federal list, so she hid in Mexico for 30 years. She always wears gloves because she cut off her fingertips. Kat admitted that she returned because she is dying. Mao got upset and broke the sink and the bathroom. It's a tumor. She has brain cancer. She has a year left, maybe less. Finally, JD admitted that he started all this because of the emeralds. They are currently worth $4 million, but for this, he needs both Mom and Moke. Just have sex already! They just need to find Glenn's body and dig it up. Then Mox can support his family. Come on, I need to poop. The family drank all night and passed out in the motel room, and JD even managed to hit on the girl from the restroom. Farful went to Bethesda. She didn't want to cooperate. On them, damponta fumpafa, one popa. So the fat man just twisted the woman's arm. It's a good thing Samuel was home and stood up for his friend. Moke snuck onto the construction site and stole an excavator. Glenn's body was buried where the golf course is now. And the family decided to dig him up right in the middle of the day. Soon they managed to find the body of the seasoned criminal. Moke stuck his hand into the corpse and rummaged around for a long time until he finally found all the emeralds. It was time to get out because a chase had begun. Furious golfers on golf carts were getting ready to beat up the freaks who ruined their field. They were armed with balls and clubs. What the heck? Is that a corpse? The wealthy grabbed the kid by the legs and injured the driver with a ball. One of the pursuers was knocked out with a thermos. Ahead, a worker was Bessie. He tried to escape from these racers but jumped right under the wheels. A skillful move with the bucket and the last cart fell on its side. The four managed to escape the chase. Glenn is still incredibly cool. During Glenn's funeral, Moke accidentally found out that it was JD who called him at work and told about the conviction. Moke became enraged, threw the dwarf into the pit and started burying him along with the corpse. Kat tried to calm her son. The man reminded his mother of what she shouted back then when she abandoned them. You need saving, but he misheard her. You need saving. She returned to help her son. Instead of motherly love, she will at least give him money. However, the family was already found by Farfall. He grabbed Jedi and shackled him. Mook stood up for his brother and began beating the fat man until he pulled out a gun. Jedi kicked the emeralds into the bushes. Kat picked them up but caught Farfall's eye. The fat man offered her a choice: the stones or her children. Sorry, boys. What? What? All three rushed to chase after the woman, but she reached the cart and took off. Mook thinks that their mother lied to them. She doesn't have cancer. Farfall threw the brothers into the car and threatened that he would put them both behind bars. Jedi believes that their mom is actually sick. Because of this, the brothers argued and started kicking each other. Stop it now. The brothers threw the fat cop out of the car and somehow drove the vehicle in a compromising position. When Moke freed himself, the first thing he did was call his wife. Abai demands that her husband return home by dinner. Unfortunately, he cannot leave JD yet. The judge has a gun with his fingerprints and the brothers need to retrieve it. Kat sold the emeralds and was ready to go on the run again with a whole bag of cash, but the sons knew where to find her. 30 years ago, the loot was more important than the children. Now the situation has repeated. Just give us our share. It's mine. What the? Mom.
The greedy woman ran away again and hid in an abandoned shopping mall. Here!
An enraged Farful is headed there too. Soon Moke found Mumuli and grabbed the bag. During the struggle, the money fell down. Farful interfered in the family quarrel and opened fire with a shotgun. Mama suggested Moke escape, but he refused to leave his brother and got caught trying to help him. A madman is tearing everything apart. At the same time, the building was surrounded by the police. The brothers went out to Farfel. JD will hand over the money if the fat guy lets his brother go, but the man, Hawk, was used to his family constantly betraying him, so he decided that JD and Farfel were in cahoots. They just want to get rid of him. I knew he didn't beat you up in the hotel. Oh yes he did. To put Farfel in his place, Jedi told him that his father considers him an absolute nobody. Dad thinks that I am a rising star. Both brothers grabbed the bag, but... Farful fired another shot and ordered the money to be thrown on the ground, but the sly ones had put a pepper spray inside, which sprayed into Fatso's eyes. A random shot, the explosion of the canister, a shampoo, scene, atesterisar, and Farful was pinned down by a falling Christmas tree. When it started to smell like barbecue, JD reluctantly put out his burning leg. Now we have to surrender to the police. Is it bad in prison? Yes, it's prison. Kate took a shotgun and went to the cops herself with the weapon. She will surrender and allow her sons to escape with the money. In the end, the woman admitted that she is actually not dying. Moke visited the judge and bought an Uzi from him for $2 million. You overpaid. The ancient old man was thrilled with the pile of money, which he wouldn't even have time to spend. And he absolutely doesn't care about what happened to his son. Moke gave the judge his share and was late for the family dinner. I lost my job, but I'll find a new one. We'll get through this together until the end. You say there was an orangutan. Yes, I was. Him. What? Following Moke, JD arrived, because without him the family dinner wouldn't be complete. The youngster also figured out how to handle his share. He set up a trust fund for Moke's unborn daughter. Now all the money is hers. However, the girl will have to be named Blueberry. That's the name JD specified in the paperwork. A year later, the family visited Kat in prison so that the grandmother could hold her granddaughter. Moke noticed something. Along with the blueberries, she handed JD 2 emeralds that she hadn't sold back then and kept in reserve. Kat swallowed them before her arrest and now gave them to her sons.